Welcome to this Coaching Studio tutorial. The Coaching Studio is a very flexible software and can integrate with launch monitors, multiple cameras, different impact triggers, and we can set up things such as shortcut keys. So one of the first things you need to do when you receive a copy of Coaching Studio is to navigate to Edit, Preferences and Settings, and set up the software for your equipment and your needs. The first tab is the Launch Monitor tab, and here you can connect a number of different launch monitors to directly integrate with the system. This means that when you send analysis to your customers, you can also send their launch data. There is a separate tutorial on connecting a launch monitor to Coaching Studio, so for now we're going to move on to the impact trigger. The Coaching Studio system can be used with a manual trigger or an audio trigger, also known as impact trigger. To select the impact trigger, you need to choose the source. This is done by simply selecting one of the options, and these options will be different on your computer. Select the option which gives you the green level bar here, which you can see now, and you're able to adjust the volume as well as changing the frequencies to ensure that there are no miss triggers. Within lesson options, you need to choose an audio source. This will be the mic that you use to do your voiceovers, and it may be different to the microphone you've just selected within the impact trigger. However, as before, once you select your mic, make sure that the green level is moving. The lesson output, we recommend you select WMV. The video quality, you select high. And converting lessons for web streaming, if you're going to be using the platform, we recommend you select yes. And if you're not going to be using the platform, you need to select no. It's worth pointing out that after any change, you should always click apply. We're now going to select the cameras. Once you plug your cameras into your system, whether you're using one or two, you'll see the cameras listed here. So you can see I've got a USB camera and I've also got a Basler camera connected. To select the camera you want to use for source 1, simply select the camera, and if you're using two cameras, then you need to select the correct camera for camera 2. And we recommend you leave the live frame rate set to maximum. The Coaching Studio software is able to use multiple monitors, and this differs whether you're using the high-speed software or the DV version, which we're using now. One of the options is to decide whether you want the wall monitor to show full screen or not, and in the high speed you're also able to select whether you want to use a floor monitor or a wall monitor. If you're using a second screen, it's always worth forcing this to be full screen, and it makes sure that the video is displayed in its maximum size during the whole of the lesson. The shortcut keys. Within the Coaching Studio software, we already have 6 shortcut keys along the top here: main, full screen, compare view, group manager, lesson and web platform. However, there are many more screens in Coaching Studio, and rather than navigating to these using the view option, you can set these so that they automatically work in your F keys, helping you to navigate around the software much quicker. So to set one of the F buttons up, we're going to select F2, simply select F2 and choose one of the views from the below list. So I'm going to choose main, camera 1 and camera 2 and click select. To change F3, simply as before select F3 and I'm going to choose video maximized camera 1. For F4, I think I'm going to choose video maximized camera 2. And F5, I'm going to leave as unassigned. Again, once you've made these changes, simply hit apply for these changes to go live. If you're going to be emailing swings, then you need to input your email account information. However, if you're using the platform, then you don't need to worry about this page. And in Misc, we have some of the abilities to, for example, change the software from a golf specific mode to general purpose, and you can also change things like the video placement to the top or the bottom so that it matches other pieces of equipment such as your flight scope launch monitor. After those changes, I'm now just going to hit apply and we're ready to use Coaching Studio software. If you have any questions on Coaching Studio or would like a no obligation demonstration, then please contact the Optimal team.